Go to school, have good grades, get a certificate, have a degree or at least a diploma so you can have a good job and your success in life will be guaranteed. Is that still true in this 21st century?
I don't think so.
Once again, we are here in harmony with nature, connecting with the universe, and bringing to you tons of positive energy. Before I go on, I put in a lot of work so as to bring to you a new video every 5 days. So if you are new to this channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing now. So, we live in an ever-changing world. You get a job because you want to be fine and financially secured. So, you wake up every morning and try to make a living by going to work, but your work is simply not working for you. Now you are frustrated. Let me share with you how this go to school and get a job thing all started. Let's go back into history. Now check this out. A few hundred years ago, virtually everybody on this planet were farmers. As the human society kept evolving, there was also a constant quest on how to increase efficiency in farming and in the byproducts of agricultural produce. Thus, better equipments were produced with time, which would later lead to the industrial age. Interestingly, there was one thing that never really evolved all these thousands of years, and that thing is class, economic class in the society. There were only two classes in this agrarian society, the rich and the poor. No middle class. Now from the 1750s down to the 1950s came the Industrial Revolution, or what we call the Industrial Age. This remarkably changed how the society was shaped. In this era, machines equals wealth. People who could create machines rose to the class of the rich. For the first time in history, people who were born poor could be rich. At this time, J.P. Morgan, Henry Ford, Rockefeller, Kennedy and their likes, they became the richest people in the world because they could create machines and made mass productions possible. The Industrial Age. Now, during this time, when the vast majority were still poor farmers, the industrial tycoons will meet these farmers and say to them, "Hey, why not come work for me and get paid? You don't need to work for 12, 13, 14 hours every single day. You only need to work for 9 to 5, only 5 days a week. You can take the weekends off." In fact, taking it a little further, they say, "Come work for me this way, and I will take care of you when you clock 6 to 5. Now, of course, what do you expect these poor farmers to say? I mean, sign me up. Now, of course, life is about to get really easier. No more living like slaves for some masters. Now more time to spend with families, more time to relax, have fun, practice hobbies, hang out during weekends. Now the recreation industry was beginning to emerge, and everything is about to change. For the first time in history, a new class of people were beginning to emerge. The middle class, the people who control the machines. So now we have the poor, the middle class, and the rich. And a new revolutionary concept called retirement was born. Now check this beautiful allegory by Dan Lok. Imagine this man called Dan works in a factory, and one day his boss walks up to him and tells him, "Hey Dan, I've been watching you, and you're doing really great in your job. You know what? The management has decided to send you to school, and when you return, we will give you a raise, and then you manage the people that manage the machines." Now, this is a wow moment for Dan. Wow. He gets home and calls his kids and his kids' friends, and tells them, "Hey kids, you know what? My boss came to me today. You won't believe it. He's about to send me to school, and when I return, he will give me a raise. And then I don't even need to work in the dirty factory anymore. I just manage the people that manage the machines." And so he tells the kids, You see, if you don't want to work in a dirty factory like I did, and you want to make more money, you better go to school and make good grades. And so the kids say, okay, Dad, we will go to school and we will make good grades. Now Mr. Dan is back from school and he gets his raise. A couple of years later, his boss walks up to him and says, hey Dan, you're really doing fantastic on your job. Why don't you tell your wife we'll send you back to school for 2 more years, and when you return, we will double your pay. And by then, you manage the people that manage the people that manage the machines. Wow. So Dan goes back to school and gets that piece of paper. Now he's back, and then Dan is with the kids on the table again, and he tells them, kids, you know what? Holy cow, better deal. Don't just go to school for 4 years, go to school for 6 years, and when you're back, you don't even need to manage the people that manage the machines. You just keep all that junk. Now you manage the people that manage the people that manage the machines and get paid better. You will just go right up to middle management. Okay, end of story. I am sure that sounds really familiar to you. You see, the idea of getting rich and successful as a result of going to school and getting good grades is the concept of the industrial age. You work 5 days a week for 35 to 40 years, and then you retire. And a really good job at that age and time was to manage the people that manage the people that manage the machines. Middle management. Now the big question is, does that still work for most people anymore? Comment below. For me, I don't think it does. Most people have carried the ideas or programs of the 1950s to the 21st century. Now they are frustrated because it simply cannot hold any water at this age in time. The world has moved from a job economy to a skill economy. Now your skill equals your income. More also, the society and how things work in it has dramatically evolved. With the emergence of the current information age, which is already shifting to the age of AI, artificial intelligence, new kinds of industries which we never imagined, new ways to earn your income, everything just changing at an exponential rate. The industrial age is long gone. No longer do we have a job economy, now we have a skill economy. Now your skill equals your income. So, I hope you have at least one. Now, if you have a job like a 9-to-5 job, tell me what you think about that job on the comment section down below. Does it make you feel sick, or are you cool with it? Comment below. If this video made any sense to you, please don't forget to like it and share it with your friends as well. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I will appreciate if you do that now by clicking the red subscribe button below to subscribe now, and click the bell icon beside it as well so you get notified each time I upload a new video every 5 days. And don't forget, let love guide you, not fear.